And welcome back to Spiritual Messages from the Other Side. I hope you guys are doing well. We just had part 1, and we did the email readings that people have already sent to us prior to tonight's show here this afternoon. And that's the other thing. Thank you very much for tuning in on this afternoon. We have changed our time slot for the podcast that we provide to afternoon shows to hopefully alleviate some of the traffic and other network issues we've been having in the past for both shows. But thank you for tuning in. We are back now for part 2 of our Spiritual Messages from the Other Side today, and we just did our emails that came in ahead of time, and now we'll be taking actually live messages and questions that people have for messages from Spirit today with Chris doing cards. And we will be using 2 different types of cards today, Angels and Ancestors deck, as well as the Angels Guide deck. Both are from Kyle Gray in the UK. And Chris really has a connection with these decks, and it works really well for him. And I think those come through in the messages that come through from Spirit Guides and Angels. So with that, let's bring back in Chris, and we'll continue on here with Spiritual Messages from the Other Side.
Thank you, everybody. We do apologize, especially for what had happened, though.
You need to apologize. It happens when you're live.
We're not using actually the normal software though that most people are using. We're actually using the higher end. So let's just know a little bit more information. But let's see who has any questions. I'm seeing that all together there's 4 people actually on right now. So if you guys have any questions, please be able to type them actually in so that way I can get actually your questions answered.
Yes, we are opening everybody up today, so if it's anyone does have questions, please just type them in chat. Chris is able to answer any questions other than medical questions, of course. So Chris is not a medical doctor, and if you have a need for those type of questions, please consult your doctor. So otherwise, any type of questions are answered here live with the cards. And Chris is happy to help you out with that today, especially on a day like today where it is the holiday day. Have a Merry Christmas to everybody that's tuning in, and Happy Holidays on Boxing Day. But it is also the first day of lockdown number 2 here in Ontario. So all of Ontario's lockdown starting today, and people may be feeling that stress. So if you have any questions that you want answered from your guides or your spirits on what to do, today is a perfect day for that.
Yeah. All right, so it's actually my adapter that's actually inside.
Okay. We do have more people in.
It's actually charging up.
Okay.
It's charging up. Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
We have 7 viewers.
If you guys have any questions, feel free. Well, Trevor was just reading that, though. I actually got one, though, that actually just popped out actually for Sally. That one there is actually the Peacekeeper, and the card is let go of the need to be right.
You know, a lot of the adults I work with now, whether it's for, teaching them psychic investigating, teaching them mediumship, teaching them psychic practice, much like a lot of them, there were experiences they had when they were younger that caused them to shut down. And it's usually out of fear, and it's the unknown, and no one could help you along to figure out what was going on. And so your natural, response is going to be, I'm afraid of that. And then our natural response to fear is to withdraw.
So if somebody owned a business that was reputedly haunted, it was pretty easy to get into that building after hours. They would say, yeah, go ahead, have a look, here's the key.
They tend to want to come into my body, and I have to sort of keep them at bay a little bit. Connecting with spirit and being led by spirit, that is now part of my life, the same as breathing, yeah.
Sometimes I'll channel higher self to higher self. Other times I'll channel departed loved one. My entry is through my hands, and it always is through psychometry.
Welcome. All right, so we have Marcy and also one of our new members, which is awesome. Thank you very much. So I hope, though, that you guys can get your messages a little bit earlier. If not, please let me know. Again, though, if you got it, and if not, also please type in your messages so that way you can actually be able to read exactly what I need to give you for the messages. Well, to actually do that for you. All right. So seems like, though, that there are some technical difficulties. We do apologize for that. welcome back, Marcy. And for everybody else that's joined in. So, all right, so there's a couple cards that popped out, 3 cards altogether. So the first one, though, is Great Teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. So each day, though, we're always growing within our spiritual experiences, and also with our spiritual walk. So we need to actually be able to going forward. And Marcy, just to let you know, I've got you hooked up through Facebook Live. Is how I actually have you for temporary. The next one, though, that actually comes up, so that was the strength. The heart one, though, which is actually the heart, what your guides want you to know about the current situations. That one there is Guardian Angel. You are not alone. All right, you can sort of see the pentagram, not pentagram, but the circle with the stuff in, but with the feather. So that one there is basically within the heart situation, they'll let you not alone. Now, change. What your heart wants you to know about actually changes, and even what your angels and guardians want you to know. So, all right, that one there is Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. So with your fears and desires, you need to be able to go forward actually by tracking them down. So again, though, the first one, though, is Teacher. Learning from spiritual experiences. Guardian Angel, which is actually your heart. Right? You are not alone. And then the change. All right, which is Hunter, which is track down your fears and desires. So, all right, so if there's any other questions for your guardian angels or for your ancestors, please type them in. I would love to hear from you. All right, so Sally's actually in, which is the Queen of Ooga Booga. Hi, Sally. All right, so what your angels want you to know the most? All right, so these ones are the angel cards. They're also from Kyle Gray, so there's one that actually popped out for you right away, which is actually your strength and your great guardians. All right, so that one there is actually for you. So with the strength and all that, I know that you're holding the strength and know that you're moving forward, which is really, really good for you. But that's what your angels want you to know. That's actually within your strengths. So, welcome to all 6 who have joined in. If there is any other questions, feel free. And thank you very much, Sally. That's what Trevor got me actually for the holidays, is the background. So yes. For those that don't know much about Sally, Sally actually is the Queen of Ooga Booga. She's live actually Sunday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time over top of her own YouTube page. That's the Queen of Ooga Booga. You can type in, send her actually questions, but with a question mark at the end. And also be able to send your palms actually to her, which is actually the Queen of Ooga Booga at gmail.com. She would love to actually have your palms and actually be able to read them for you. And yes, Sally, it is a nice gift, yes. So, if anybody else has any other questions, feel free. Or what did you guys get for Christmas? Let us know. But keep it clean, please. All right. So I'll sort of let you know a little story. We actually now have a... that's cool, Sally. Awesome. We do actually now have a little mister. His name is Onyx, for the people though that don't know much about him. He is a tabby cat, a male. He's been actually lately a little bit active. He's actually met our past little boy, which was Speedy. They've been quite a bit playing and everything else. But what surprised me though today is I was in the kitchen getting his breakfast ready for him, and his bowl was actually up on the counter, and his counter is actually pretty high, and he's a young kitten. He jumped up pretty high actually onto the counter and started eating there, and I was like, no, you got to go down. So that happened this morning, and that really surprised me. But I got him a brand new water bowl, and it does have a heart going actually on it, and he does actually like it. So yeah, actually Sally uses the Smith Westminster actually tarot cards is what she uses. So that's what she uses. But yeah, no, he's been really active for a young little boy, for a kitten, and he's actually being pretty good though. Except for my back though. My back is pretty much actually all scratched up from him. So if there's any questions, feel free to be able to type them in. I would love to do a reading for you. Okay, so Karen, I'm going to do that again for you. Let's see what the angels are giving to you. Glad to do that for you. All right. So the strength actually of situation. So the strength though that you actually have though is traveler. Is for you to move actually in new directions. All right. So I know with actually 21 coming up in less than a couple of days, basically though it's saying traveler, but it's telling you to move actually in a new direction. That could be with a career or actually with your own life right where you are right now, even with spiritual way. So our next one though that we actually have though, which is actually the heart. What your heart is telling actually your angels and your guardians that they want you to know, which is actually, it is called Lady. And enjoy the growth and the rapid rewards. Okay, so what you can sort of see though is the lady there holding the apple, and she is actually enjoying the apple, which is actually like a reward because she actually has reached up to the tree to grab that. So that's actually within your heart. Now the next one though, it is actually to do with the change. What your angels and also guides want you to know about change within the next couple while, since 2021 is coming up. I was going to say 2016, but no, that's like the past. Anyway, so that one there is the actually Magisk Mother. Honor your inner knowledge. So you have to basically honor your inner knowledge so that you actually have within inside you. All right, and these are pretty good though. There's some ones because again though we have the traveler with you, we have the lady, and also the Miss Magisk. I'm sorry for not pronouncing it, but it's the way that looks. The mother. So that way you're actually more or less moving forward, actually within the wild. So that's what your guardian angels want you to know is that you're moving the right path, but you have to work actually on some areas. So, all right, and yes, he is adorable. Except though 2 nights ago he woke us up actually in the middle of the night, playing around with the curtains actually in the window. So if there's any other questions, feel free to type them in. I see Sherry's actually in there. Merry Christmas, Sherry, from us. If you guys have any questions or anything though that you want to know from your angels or guardians, actually please type in. That way I can bring the messages to you. All right. And Sally, I don't know if you got yours. Did you get yours, love? And also, Erica, did you get yours? I know, though, that there's actually questions going on right now. We do say thanks for joining in. Anyway, so... Hey, guys. Anyway, so we are going to be changing, actually, our message, our time slot for the podcast till 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And that's going to be live, so... Alright, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to go back. Sort of pop this up. I do apologize. Alright, so I had a hard time hearing your readings, okay? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Thumbs up, please. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Right. Alright, so for Erica, alright, so again, though, the strength actually of the situation, which is actually drive, actually hold the space. So whatever is actually around you, for energy wise, hold that space actually with around you, so that way you can actually become more actually of a peacekeeper and be able to go a little bit more forward within your own current situations. All right, now the heart, though, is heart guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. I know right now, though, that we're actually going through a lot of actually troubles right now with a lot of stuff that's going actually on, especially within this world. But let yourself be loved. Hold that fort down. Like, basically bring down the walls. Show, though, that you're actually out there. Try to get the love back, but make sure it's actually positive love for you. Now the change, all right, which is ego. See from a higher, like basically a higher view, actually. Okay, you can sort of see the ego there, which is actually going up quite high. And it's just over top of the eye, which is pretty good, though, because it wants you to soar actually higher and actually be able to see exactly what's all around you within the positivity. All right, wonderful. So everybody say no that they can hear me pretty good. I do say thank you very much. Okay. So if there's any other questions, feel free to type them in, please. We'd love to hear from you. So for the ones that actually have their loved ones far away from them, were you able to give them a call, or were you able to Skype with them at all? All right. So we actually have a new person in. I do say thank you very much, but you would love to hear actually messages from your guardians. So wonderful. All right, so let's see what your messages are from your guardians. Highest Priest. Henry's the magic power, which is actually to do with the situation, what strengths you actually have for the situations. Alright, so you're actually basically, you're Henry's the magic power. Basically, though, that you need to actually be able to bring that power, though, that you actually have more forward within inside you. Aw, that's cute, Sally. Alright, now then the heart situation. Alright, it's weird, though, because this one's been popping up quite a bit today. It's a peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. That's actually within your heart, what your angels want you to know about the situation. Quit proving, though, that you're always right. Hold down that right. Bring it down a couple notches. So that you can be able to grow and grow stronger. That's, again, though, is what your guardians want you to know about your heart situation. All right. Now, change. What they want you to know about the change for what's actually coming up. That's the wise one. Grow within your current situation. So whatever's actually going on around you right now, within the situation, you have to be able to grow with it. A lot of us, though, we hate actually having the stuff that's around us, because most of it's actually negative. We always have to bring it forward actually with inside of us. So, all right. So, Sherry typed in. Sherry, what would you like for a reading? Please type it in. We'd love to hear from you. Welcome everybody that's actually joined in today, actually on Boxing Day. Welcome Heidi. See you right there. Would love to actually hear from you guys exactly for readings. Please type them in. The New Year's just right around the corner. Anyway, so Sherry, don't even have to type it in. One just popped out for you. It's winter. Take care of your needs. Don't take care of anybody else's needs. Take care of yours. Yours are very important. That's what your actually angels and actually guardians are actually coming forward for saying to you, Sherry. Is to actually take care of your needs, especially right now within the winter time. And what I hear, though, you guys don't have how much snow up there, actually, up in the Sioux area. But I would love to hear from you guys exactly. Please let me know exactly if you would love readings and what's going actually on in your world today. And Sally, I hope the grandson's doing quite fine. I know he's growing quite fast. For those that know myself and also Sally, it's a little bit funny though, because Sally used to work actually at the Magic Box, which is actually in Stratford. It used to be downstairs of Ontario Street, then it moved up to Ontario Street. Anyway, so as I used to go in and socialize with Sally, and we did actually an event years back, actually at the Queen's Inn, right where we're actually holding our spiritual workshop, actually in April there. But anyway, so as we did an event together. We've been close friends for that. And before she got married, though, we were looking actually at the family line. But it was funny though, because we realized that we were distant cousins. And it's weird though, because you really don't know exactly right where your family's tree line is and everything else. But we found out though that we were distant cousins. Not sure what exactly line though that we are actually for second or third. But yeah, we've been close together. We've been working together. And again, though, it's coming this April. We will be live actually with Sally at the Queen's Inn for the April 16th actually weekend. That there is actually a one-time fee of $140. That there covers actually your dinner, your workshop, and also it goes on actually the Queen's Inn. Now it's a Friday night dinner, which is the 16th. We're hopefully having a special guest actually coming in for that. The morning after, which is actually the 17th, we're going to be doing actually a spiritual workshop, which is led by Sally and myself. And then we give you a couple hours actually break. And then we join back up that night and we do actually a ghost hunt. But the Friday night, though, after the dinner, join us if you're staying over at the Queen's Inn, actually at their special price. Join us actually for a PJ party. Now tickets will be actually going actually on sale. Comes actually on the 2nd through our website. That's also through Eventbrite. You can also get your tickets actually through Sally at the Queen of Ooga Booga at gmail.com or through the Queen's Inn. Now the Queen's Inn price though is separate for staying actually there, but you get to stay actually in an older actually room with an old Victorian flavor with a modern twist to it. Last year's workshop was really, really good. Again, those we'll love to actually have you guys out for those that have not come out, or for those ones that have been out there, come on back this year. It's gonna be a little bit better. But we do close after the ghost hunt, we do close it with a seance led by the Queen of Ooga Booga. Please be able to type in actually all together. We'd love to get readings. That's right, Marcy. She'll be there. So, all right. So again, those I'm doing actually special readings actually from the other side. That's actually from your ancestors and also from your guardian angels. Would love to actually be able to do readings actually for you guys. If you guys have any questions actually for them, please type in, and I'd be glad to actually get the cards going and get your angels to be able to talk to you. All right. Thanks for that question though. So your papa did pass away actually 6 years ago, and we'd love to actually be able to get that actually for you. See what messages are coming through for you. All right, so the strength of the situation, actually, message actually from my grandfather. Summer, bask in the joy and light. So what he's trying to say though is actually bask in the sun, joy and light, especially at this time of year. Actually, celebrate his actually passing away. Don't bring actually his sad way. Rejoice, be happy. Which is next one though, which is actually the heart. What your heart basically wants you to know, like what your grandfather wants you to know about your heart situation, which is actually water guardian. Contain your emotions. So that goes pretty good, especially within the joy and light. So contain your emotions. Don't bring it into the sad way. Bring it into the rejoiceful way. Now, the next one, which is actually to do with your, which is actually the change. All right, it's called Broken Arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. All right, so that's what he's trying to tell you, though, is actually with all together, though, is the summer, the water, and the broken arrow. So move forward, enjoy his life, bring his life actually is passing away more in a joyful way. And you're welcome. Well, Marcy, we have different which ways which we're going to top them off. So, one thing though that you guys will be doing actually with me for the afternoon of the workshop, you guys will be making actually your own bamboo actually wire tree. So that we actually have actually on our site actually at OGPS. Sorry, not OG. Sorry. That's their old one. Actually at HauntingLivePodcast.com and then / and that would be merch. Or else you can be able to go underneath HauntingLivePodcast.com and see what stuff we actually have up there. Be able to join our mailing list that we do actually have on our site, though we can be informed exactly what's coming up within the weeks ahead. I'm going to go a little bit over 5 o'clock with you guys because of a little bit of the technical difficulties that we did have at the beginning, which does happen, especially at this time of year. So, all right, does anybody else have any spiritual or ancestor questions? They will love to be answered. I'm Hall here for you. Such a beautiful day out there. I know basically southern Ontario that we had some snow. Sherry indicated though that actually the Sioux's just getting it right now. We were talking with the in-laws earlier yesterday. They're doing quite fine up there. Not much snow actually on the island. Not like us. But what else are you guys going to do throughout the lockdown? Are you guys going to go actually walking, or are you guys going to go sightseeing, or what? We're all here for you. And don't forget, though, that the tickets do come out actually on the 2nd of January live. They'll be live actually online. Again, though, you can get the tickets actually from the Queen of Wiggle Book or from us here, actually at Haunting Live Podcast, or even from the Queen's Inn. For those that are actually will be attending, don't forget to book your room for this year's actually Ghost of the Queen's Inn. All right. Well, since there's not much actually going on right now, we do say thank you very much for tuning in. And it's actually for this special day of the 26th of December. Do join us next week. We'll be live actually on Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Do join us in actually at that date. We'd love to actually have you guys in. I'll be actually on monitor. Trevor will be the host. So from us to you, you guys have a happy holiday. And also Happy New Year